Hey guys, let me set up my camera here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, we got a whole bunch of different Sansevieria snake plants. So we'll see which ones we can propagate. They've been soaking in water. And I'm going to show you a few that I've been propagating. Uh, we'll start with the whale fin. I ordered this whale fin online, and I thought it was rooted, and look what happened. It folded together and was drying out, and I almost lost it. So I took it out of the ground, and I said, there's no root. It's just a piece of stump that was dried up. So the plant wasn't getting enough water. So I've been soaking the root, and it seems to be coming back to life. See, it's all wrinkled here, but the wrinkles are going away. The whole leaf was wrinkled, and it is starting to open up a little bit. And as you can see, I got one root coming, and all of these other ones. So I think I'm going to wait a little while and let this root develop a little bit more so it can support this whole huge leaf. Now I could cut the leaf in half and propagate it from a half leaf, but let's just leave it alone for now. Now let me show you what happened. There was a little piece over here that was like dangling, and I cut it off and I stuck it in a flower pot, and to my amazement, look at that, I got a baby whale fin out of a piece of root. So if you got a rare Sansevieria like the whale fin, and don't throw anything away. If you got a piece of root, just throw it in the ground. And look, I was amazed when I saw this coming up the other day. I was like, I even forgot I put the piece of root in the ground, and I got a baby whale fin from that. So now I got another one, and I went and picked this one up, and I said, is it rooted? And she goes, oh yeah. And I checked this time, and she just cut a piece of, and as you can see, there's no roots. So I don't think this will provide enough water to keep this alive. So I'm propagating it also in water until I get some roots. And you can see I'm already getting a root here and here. So and unlike the other one, I don't know if you can see it, there's a baby coming out, a baby leaf coming out. So this is going to be a nice plant once I get it rooted. So if you're buying these on the internet and they say it's rooted, they usually just cut off a piece and stick it in the ground, and they mail it to you. And if you give them a little bit more light than I did, they're going to dry out. So just be careful when you buy a whale fin online, make sure it has roots. Uh, the best way, if you take it out and you see roots everywhere, you're going to have a good plant. I took this out of the ground. I just relied on what the guy told me, and uh, and as you can see, for it to support this huge leaf, it's not going to happen. So we got to root it first. So I'm going to be having that in water. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, here's another one I'm propagating, and this is a dwarf bally sansevieria, and they only get about this high. So it's going to be like grass when it fills out, and it's one you don't see often. And I got a little couple of these little nodes growing off a bigger plant from someone, and I'm excited to have it. So there you got sansevieria, dwarf sansevieria bally. It only grows like this high, and very cool. And I've have other ones, but they're not ready to propagate yet. And this is, you see, there's no, it's round. And this is cylindrica, sansevieria cylindrica, and it does have a root. So there's that one. And I've seen people braid these, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll put my whale fin on the side. Now here's another one. I either propagate from leaves or pups. These are the pups. And this is sansevieria moonshine. And I transplanted one, and when they're this size, you really don't need a lot of roots because it'll absorb enough water to start growing, getting green, and growing roots at the same time. And as you can see, as soon as they see they're in light, they're going to start turning green. This one was under the ground. In another day or two, you could even see already it's starting to get green. And this is what they look like. You see them over there? And here's one over there. I got 3 different kinds. Okay, now we got sansevieria laurente. So let's see. This one has no roots. And these are leaves that just broke off. Well, growing the wrong way. This one has no roots. Here's some moonshine, no root. No root yet. These are recent. So we'll put those some more water. And okay, here's a moonshine. Check this out. You see the roots? So this one's ready to put in dirt. And it's a moonshine leaf. And let me just show you how these develop. Here's a root propagation, one that I was soaking in water. And I'm like, it got a little bigger, but when is it going to get a shoot or something? And then all of a sudden, overnight, look, this popped out. And this is the Laurenti. It's a beautiful yellow border. So all you really need is a piece of leaf. And if you wait, after it roots, you put it in the ground, and eventually this will happen. And I think it's very cool that I could say that I made this plant from just a half a leaf. So here's another one with a nice root, and this is a Ceylon bowstring hep, the green Ceylonica, which is your big, tall, green Sansevieria. And as you can see, this leaf didn't look too good, so I chopped it off. But I threw it in the water, and this is how it repaid me, with some nice roots. So that one's ready. So we got two there. Here's another Laurenti, and we'll give this one a little more time. So put that back. This one has some root, but we'll just hold off on that. And here's a nice example of no root yet. Okay, here's another Ceylon. It's getting nice roots there, so I think we take that one. Okay, these are getting roots. See them? And this one. So we'll just give these two a little more time. And here's another cool. It's not a cylindrica, and I believe this is the star one that looks like a starfish. So we got some roots, so maybe we'll do that one. Okay. And this is let's see what happens with that. Okay, so we got three of them. And I got some soil here. And I'm gonna mix a little peat moss in there with it. Mix that up. This way it won't be too wet. Okay, that looks good. So first we'll take the moonfin. Stick that in there. I said moonfin, I meant moonshine. And Here's that one. We got two of these. So I'm gonna get these a little bit lower because I want them to be stable. And you can arrange them the way you want. Like I can put them closer together, and I have some rope where I can train them. I can just tie a little string if I want them closer, but I think that looks nice. And the last one is this one, which I don't have the name for it. And we're gonna just that'll see, the combination of the two soils makes a nice mixture, and that's gonna give us a nice plant. So these are the new plants I have. You got the dwarf. I believe this is the one that spreads out like a star. And we got the cylindrica. And of course, I got my baby trifascata. And we can just water them, and I'm sure they're going to be happy plants. But now these are all water propagated, but you can make them from pups too, like that, and then you'll get this in a couple of weeks. And we can give them a little water. Okay. And they're going to do fine. And of course, this is my unbelievable plant right there, my baby whale fin. So this is how the moonshines will look when they get bigger. There's some moonshines, and there's the bowstring. The variegated. And look at this, people. Is that beautiful? It's got a huge flower coming. And this one is about 4 feet high. And I got some more over there. Well, that's it for snake propagation. Please comment, subscribe. If you had any tips you want to share, put them down in the comments. And happy propagation, everyone.